Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, families. William Lee College Prep and Ephraim Williams College Prep. It's great to see you. Thank you for joining us today. So excited to have you with us this morning on this fantastic Friday, our fun Friday of all days. We're super excited to be coming together to celebrate and start our day and end another week of distance learning together. Super excited to see you all here today. Let's give some shout outs in the chat. I'm so excited to say good morning to Miss Litton Mosley. Good morning. Good morning, Morgan. Good morning. Good morning, Morgan King. Good morning, Director DeBose. Good morning, Cornisha. Happy Friday. Good morning to Miss Solano and the Solano and Jackson family. And as a top fan, Miss Solano, welcome, welcome, welcome. You too can become a top fan of William Lee and Ephraim Williams by following, liking, subscribing. The more you interact with our page, the more you will be recognized as a top fan. So thank you for being a top fan, Miss Solano. I want to also say good morning to Mr. V. Special shout out to Miss Aubrey Johnson. Great to have you, a member of Fortune School, joining us in the morning meeting today. Good morning, Director DeBose. Good morning, Isaac and Lauren. Great to see you guys this morning. We're so excited to have you all here with us today. We do have a very special Fun Friday. We have some great announcements. I have some tricks up my sleeve for our Fun Friday activities, so make sure to tell your friends and family if they're not here already. Tell them to join in. It's going to be a great one today. Good morning, Mr. Ragaccio. Great to have you here this morning. Thanks for joining us today. Good morning, Kitsia and Chloe. We've got a full house building fast. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to get things started with our Pledge of Allegiance and school songs. If I can have everyone please stand, face the flag, and follow with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, scholars. Thank you, families. And let's continue with our national anthem. Great job, scholars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to continue with our school song, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Let me hear you this morning. Well done, well done. Thank you, scholars. Thank you, families. Great job getting our day started. I want to say good morning to Miss Venetia, who's also a top fan. Thank you for joining us. Happy Friday, Miss Venetia. I also want to give a shout out to Cameron and Mom, Mary Kay and Shaw Renee. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Great to see you this morning. Happy Friday, Mr. Atkins. Also a top fan of Ephraim Williams. He said, finish strong and have a fantastic, fabulous, fun-filled, fearless Friday. Couldn't have said it better myself, sir. Thank you. Thank you to Miss Ball, a top fan also. TGIF, happy Memorial Day weekend. Oh, we're going to get to that. I'm glad you mentioned that. Genesis and Mom here, ready to end the week off with a bang. It seems like you know what's about to happen, Miss Ball. I'm not going to give anything away yet, but you have some insight into what's coming up with our Fun Friday activities. I love it. Good morning to Sean. Great to see you here this morning. We're going to go through our schedule like we always do, so join us every morning from 7:45 to 8 a.m. for our morning meeting messages. Here on Facebook Live, a great way for us to kick off the week together. We've got breakfast from 8 a.m. to 8:30. That's our recommended time, of course. Don't have to. From 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., classwork and teacher office hours. Go to those teacher office hours. They're so important, so helpful to get those questions answered for the classwork. And then from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., we have our yoga and fitness fun. From 12 to 1 o'clock, our recommended lunch and recess time. From 10:30 to 4:30, you can continue with classwork and teacher office hours. Need help? Send a message to a teacher on Class Dojo, visit our Distance Learning Hub, or email distancelearning@fortuneschool.us, and we are ready and standing by to help you. Don't forget about our food service, which will continue today for grab-and-go breakfast and lunch, available between 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. with drive-through service at William Lee College Prep, 3300 Stockton Boulevard. Just a friendly reminder that they will not be doing food service on Monday, as it is a holiday. It is Memorial Day, and there is no school on Monday. So there will be no office hours on Monday. There will be no teachers, working on Monday, no staff working on Monday. So take a day, take a break, enjoy the 3-day weekend, celebrate with your family, and take a little bit of a breather before we kick things off again on Tuesday. All right. It is Fun Friday today, and we are excited to have some options here. I'm going to put up a poll here to give you some choices on voting for what activity we will do. Super excited. Let me see if I can put this poll up here. I want to publish the poll. So your choices for Fun Friday activities are as follows. We can do a dry ice science experiment. We can do 2 dry ice science experiments. Or we can do all the dry ice science experiments. Make sure to choose and vote which one you would like to see happen. Special shout out to Dr. Sheridan, that's my wife. She is a scientist who works in a laboratory, and last night she came home with a box full of dry ice. And I said, well, you know what? We're gonna change things up and do some fun science experiments with that on our morning meeting. But the choice is yours of whether we do 1, 2, or all the ones I could find. We're going to take care of those. You may hear Einstein and Callie in the background this morning because they're helping me with our experiments today. So they'll be joining in. I see the votes coming in. Make sure to press your votes. Make sure to make your voice heard with the poll. I'm going to come back to that in a little bit, but we're going to continue with the show. All right, so we have some birthdays to acknowledge today. Super excited. Let me get the confetti going. Upcoming birthday on May 24th. We're super excited to say happy birthday to Christian. He'll be celebrating his birthday over the weekend. Happy birthday to Christian, turning 6 over the break. So happy birthday and shout out to Christian. Hope you have a special day this weekend. Good morning and happy Fun Friday, Dr. Morehouse. Thanks for joining us today. Great to see you, sir. All right, it is Friday after all, so let's talk about our Reading Eggs Top 10 Scholars. We want to recognize the hard work of our scholars finishing the week strong, so congratulations at number 1 to King. At number 2, great job, Amaya. At number 3, well done, Chloe. At number 4, thank you for working so hard, Kayla. At number 5, great job, Travis. At number 6, Yuretsi. At number 7, well done, Shariah. At number 8, great job, Quentin. At number 9, great job, Makai. At number 10, keep up the hard work, Sanaya. Well done to our scholars. Make sure to shout them out in the chat Let them know how proud we are of their hard work being on our top 10 list this week. Finishing the week strong. I love it. Let's talk about our MobyMax top 10 scholars. Oh, love that. Thank you for that, Cornisha. A happy birthday message. And a good job, scholars message from Ms. Castillo. Oh, great job. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great stuff. Love the messages of support to our scholars today. Showing the love. Well, congratulations for William Lee College Prep top 10 MobyMax scholars. We've got at number 1, Jeremiah. Congratulations, Jeremiah. Well done. At number 2, Joshua. Well done, Joshua. At number 3, great job, Malachi. At number 4, keep up the hard work, Zaire. At number 5, good job, Ethan. At number 6, keep up the hard work, Anaya. At number 7, well done, Rajan. At number 8, great job, Eris. At number 9, congratulations, Lauren. At number 10, keep up the hard work, Marcel. Super proud of you guys this week for finishing the week strong with your MobyMax lessons. And for Ephraim Williams, congratulations to Amir. Excuse me. Amir at number 1. At number 2, Cameron. Great job, Cameron. At number 3, great job, Alexandria. At number 4, good work, Jacob. At number 5, well done, Royal. At number 6, keep up the hard work, Valeria. At number 7, great job, Elise. At number 8, well done, Cameron. At number 9, great job, Malachi. At number 10, great work, Fidel. Outstanding job, scholars. Super proud of you. Keep up the great work. Congratulations on working hard to finish the week strong. Super proud of you guys. Keep it up. Tune in next week when we recognize our next batch of MobyMax and Reading Eggs top 10 scholars. So we've been asking you to save the date. We keep mentioning our promotion ceremonies. We are super excited, so we want everyone to know far and wide. We need your help spreading the message. Tell everyone you know to tune in and celebrate our scholars for these promotion ceremonies. We want them to be an event remembered. And so on Wednesday, June 10th at 12 p.m. on Facebook Live, we'll have our kindergarten promotion ceremony. We are super excited to have that. So tune in for that. We'll have a special performance. We're also excited about our 5th grade promotion ceremony on Thursday, June 11th. That's the very next day at 9 a.m. on Facebook Live. And this will be in celebration with all of our Fortune schools. I'm talking about Hardy Brown, Fortune School, William Lee, Allen Rowe, Hazel Mahone, coming together for one fantastic celebration together. Super, super excited. And then our 8th grade promotion on Friday, June 12th at 9 a.m. on Facebook Live will also be an event not to be missed as we come together with Hardy Brown College Prep, Allen Rowe College Prep, and Ephraim Williams College Prep to celebrate the hard work of our 8th grade scholars as they are promoted not only to high school, our early college high school, and our scholars are already signing up for their first college classes. We are so excited. I'd like you to meet Daniela, our class of 2028 8th grade valedictorian. Congratulations, Daniela. She's an 8th grade scholar at Ephraim Williams College Prep. Mrs. Blake, Mrs. Havenar, and Mr. Villarreal are her proud teachers. She earned the title of valedictorian for her excellence in academics, character, and leadership. Her favorite memory at Ephraim Williams is her time with friends and teachers. Watch out for Daniela because she has a bright future ahead of her. Her favorite college is Stanford, and she aspires to be a doctor. Way to go, Daniela. Keep on striving for excellence. We are so proud of you. Give it up for her in the chat. Make sure to send her a message and say congratulations. We need a picture of scholars in their cap and gown. So our kindergarten, 5th, and 8th grade scholars who picked up caps and gowns, we're asking that you please show a picture of your scholar for the ceremony. Fill out this short form that's linked here and can be found on Class Dojo and Parent Square. Just fill out that short form, upload the picture. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from the Chromebook. Send that picture in by June 3rd so that we can make sure that a picture of your scholar is in the ceremony. We finished, as I mentioned, our first 8th grade CRC college signing day on May 20th. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat today. We've got our next ceremony on May 27th. That's next week, next Wednesday from 3:30 to 5 p.m. for our 8th grade scholars. So anyone who missed the first one can join us for the second one so that we can make sure we get you signed up for your college classes. So don't miss out on that. We definitely want to see you there for that. Our Refer a Friend campaign is going stronger than ever. We're super excited. Had an enrollment meeting last night. You guys have been busy. I had even more people for this enrollment meeting, even more new scholars getting signed up. Excited to hear about William Lee and Ephraim Williams. So keep up the great work, talking to your friends and family. Spread that word. Visit thefortuneschool.us/RAF/website to send in a referral for anyone we can contact to do an enrollment meeting. The next one isn't scheduled till June, but that's not going to stop me. If you know somebody who needs to join our schools, reach out and I will get connected with them, no problem. I'll do a personal enrollment meeting for them to help them get enrolled as soon as possible to our schools. We're super excited to continue to grow our Fortune family. All right, it's that time again. We have reached the end. But it's time for our Fun Friday activity. I am super excited that you are of like mind, and 71% of you have voted for all the dry ice science experiments that I've been able to find. Super excited to explore that together, so that's exactly what we'll do. We're going to take a step here and do some dry ice science experiments. Let me get our camera ready. We're going to have 2 cameras for this so we can make sure that we do it right. All right, I'm going to turn that on. There we go. All right, so for those of you that don't know, dry ice is incredibly cold, like super cold, like -100 degrees Celsius cold. It should be handled safely and carefully, so if you ever do get some, and you can get some at the store, they sell it at the grocery store, usually in a giant freezer at the front of the store with a lock on it, and you have to ask someone to take it out for you. It's a fun activity that can be done at home, but should always be handled with gloves. Never touch with your bare skin, or use tongs. And then always remember safety first. So I'm going to be wearing my very own scientific safety goggles on loan from Dr. Sheridan's lab. How do I look? How do I look? All right. I'm safe. I'm ready. I've got our first experiment lined up and ready. We're going to be using an ordinary cup and some water. So if you ever want to come back and do this again, you can. So I've got it's just a small glass filled with some water about halfway. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some food coloring because, you know, we want it to look cool, right? I'm going to add some food coloring here. Of course, it's William Lee Blue. I couldn't find burgundy at the store. I'm going to try harder for next time. I apologize. We're going to swirl that up a little bit. Let's get that mixed up. Get that going. Yeah, there we go. All right, we've got our blue liquid in there. All right, so I'm going to put a nice Tupperware container underneath just because I anticipate there may be some reactions with this when we add the dry ice. But I want to know what you think. In the chat, tell me what's going on. What do you think is going to happen? You know, put a message in. What's your prediction? When I add the dry ice, what do you think is going to happen? But I'm not done yet. We also got to add some soap because, you know, we're just going to make it really fun. We're gonna add a little dash. This is just regular dish soap. I'm just gonna give it a little bit. I may be overdoing it, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna add that. We're gonna add that soap. We've got our soap in there. We've got our food coloring and water. I'm going to move this up so you can see it better. There we go. All right, I'm going to take a piece of dry ice. Here we go. No, you know what? I'm going to make it 2 pieces of dry ice. We're going to go big. And I know my head keeps getting cut off as I do that, but no worries. All right, so dry ice looks like this. You'll notice I'm holding it with tongs. I want you to tell me in the chat what you see happening. What do you see coming off of the dry ice as I hold it up to the camera? What can you see? What do you notice? Oh, Miss Venetia says, Brianne thinks it'll color the ice and foam. Ooh, good predictions ahead. I love it. I love it. Let me know what you're thinking in the chat. What do you think's going to happen? All right, I'm going to drop the dry ice in on 3. Count with me. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, boy. Here we go. Oh, there it goes. I think we were right, Brianne. I'm going to hold it up to the camera up here, too, so you can see. Oh, goodness. It is certainly foaming. The bubbles are changing color as well. You'll notice they're taking on a little bit of a blue hue. It's creating like a giant bubble chain, like a bubble volcano. And what's happening is, as the dry ice melts, it's releasing gas, and that gas is bubbling up through the water, getting trapped in the soapy bubbles, and creating bubbles as it goes. So because dry ice is so cold, as we put it in the warmer water, it's melting and giving off a gas. It's going straight from a solid to a gas, and it's giving off that gas over and over again. Yes, I love it. The message from Lauren, yes, it's making it foam for sure. So we're gonna keep that going. I'll leave that on screen so you can watch that. But we're gonna do another experiment also. So for this one, we're gonna use another container. So just a regular cup, but this cup has a lid. That's important, and it's important that the lid has an opening. Never put dry ice in a container without an opening. But so we're gonna fill this with some hot water after we've already added some dry ice. And I'm gonna go big this time. I'm not using a few pieces. I'm gonna scoop a whole bunch of dry ice for this one. So tell me, how many scoops should I use? 1, 2, 3 scoops? How many scoops should I use? Put a message in the chat. How many scoops should I use? Let's see. Funny story, Dr. Morehouse. The movie The Blob was actually filmed in my right outside my hometown, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. So fun history fact for you there. Ooh, and you may hear as I scoop the dry ice, as it touches the metal, it makes a little bit of a screeching sound. That's normal. That's okay. We're going to start with 1 scoop. I see votes for 3. Oh my goodness. 3 scoops? All right, why not? Let's go. That's 1. Chloe and Kitsia, Brianne and Renee think we should do 3. The Scots think we should do 5. Oh goodness, going big. Well, you know what? Why not? 1, 2. We got 2. That's 3. 4. 1 more for good luck. I love it. 5. All right, we got our dry ice in there. I'm going to put my tool down. All right, so now for this to work, what we're going to do is we're going to add some hot water and then quickly put the cap on and see what happens. So what do you think is going to happen? As I get that ready, make your prediction. What's going to happen as we put the cap on after adding a glass of hot water this time? All right, I got my hot water. Be careful when handling hot water. So I've got my mug here to keep it safe and ready. All right, so on the count of 3, we're going to add the hot water, and we're going to see what happens. All right, ready? On 3. 1. I got my lid ready. 1, 2, 3. Oh, goodness. Boy, did that make a mess. As you can see, we've got a bit of a steam volcano this time. The opening in the container is filling the room with the gas. It's filling the entire room. Goodness gracious, that is fantastic. As the water cools down and as the dry ice melts, we'll get less of that steam. But because there's a small opening in the container, it creates a jet of steam unlike anything. That is fantastic. Let's hold this up to the main camera. Ooh, boy. Just going hard. You can see the reaction of the dry ice in the container. All those bubbles being released from the dry ice at the bottom. Too much fun. Oh goodness. And you'll notice it's starting to slow down as the water cools, as it reaches the same temperature as the dry ice. The reaction is not as strong. By adding that hot water to the really cold dry ice, you create a really strong reaction. Love the messages we're seeing in the chat. Thank you for the claps. Love it, love it, love it. Too much fun. All right, so that was our second experiment. Okay, so let's do this one. I'm going to move this to the side. Our other volcano seems to have slowly stopped. That dry ice is finally melting. We're going to slide that out of the way, actually, so I don't make a mess. I'm going to slide that over here. All right, so for this next one, Dr. Sheridan brought home a syringe. It's not a needle, so I just want to make sure we're clear. So these are used as like a dropper, and so it's got a plunger, and then it's got the main chamber. What we're going to do is we're going to put some dry ice in here, and then we're going to stop it up with the plunger. Remember how I said don't put dry ice and water in a container without an opening? Yeah, we're going to do that now. So for this one, I recommend always do this one with adult supervision because it can go a little crazy. So make your predictions on how crazy you think it's going to go. What we're going to do is we're going to add a piece of dry ice. So let's do that now. I'm going to grab a piece of dry ice. So we got our dry ice. Here it is. We're going to load it into the container. Ooh, it's a tight fit. That's all right. Get in there. You may hear the bubbling. I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to hold it up. You can hear the bubbles really going wild in there still. No more steam, but it's still bubbling like crazy. You can hear it. I like the warning message, Miss Venetia. Thank you for that. Yes, don't try this at home. All right, so I'm going to put the stopper on. Push it down all the way to the dry ice. All right, I'm going to turn it upside down, and we're going to add some water. Okay? And then after we add the water, I'm going to plug up the hole, and we want to see what happens. All right, so I've got my water, my pipette ready. Got some steam. Stopping the steam. All right, I can feel some pressure building. I feel some pressure building. Oh, it's exciting. Woo! Yep. It exploded. It exploded. That might be one you want to do outside. Oh yeah, that's going to be... That's a little bit of a mess on the ceiling. But that's what science is about. It's fun. Alright, so we made a little rocket. It definitely popped. I see the guesses in the chat. Absolutely, absolutely. Great job. I'm going to put this one away because it's starting to scare me. And we're going to go to our next experiment. And so for this one, all you need is like a small bowl. You're going to need some bubble soap. Let me see here. I got my small bowl. All right, I'm going to put that here for you guys to see. Okay, so we got our small bowl. We've got, you want a paper towel for this. Paper towel. You also want some bubbles. I don't mean dish soap. I mean like actual bubbles. Some bubbly soap. And so what we're going to do for this is we're going to soak the paper towel in the bubbles. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add dry ice to the bowl of water. And then we're going to rub the soapy towel over the bowl. And we're going to see what happens. Now I want you to make some predictions. I'm not going to just tell you what happens. I want you to see if you can predict what's going to happen. Think about what you've seen happen with our other experiments. It's been building up to this. All right, so tell me in the chat what you think is going to happen. While you're sending me your suggestions, I'm going to get it ready. So let me get things going here. Let me get this cleaned up and get this one ready. I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way. All right, so I'm going to take my bubbles. Make sure not to do this on a carpet. Make sure to do this in the kitchen or outside, somewhere safe. Okay, always with adult supervision. So scholars, don't just do this on your own and tell your parents after. That's not a fun surprise. Ooh, goodness. Yep, making a mess with the bubble soap this morning. That's all right. All right, the more the better. All right, and so we got that going. All right, I'm going to make sure that's really good and soaked. I'm going to let that keep soaking. I'm going to add my dry ice to the water bowl. I love it. I love it. See the messages coming in. All right, let's grab a few pieces here. So I'm going to put those in the water. Oh, it's going already. I'm going to just do 2 pieces to start. We don't want to do too much. All right, so it's bubbling. It's turning into a gas, melting away. Ooh, Miss Barnes thinks bubbles are going to blow up in the air. Charbonnet, Mary Kay making a good guess there. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, we think it's going to bubble up. It might freeze. I'm seeing some really good suggestions here. All right, so you take the paper towel. It's soaking wet in bubble juice. We're going to rub it over the top, and we're going to give it a good rub like this. Get it really nice and soapy, and then slide it over. All right, so nothing happened that time. We're going to keep trying, though. That's all right. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. All right, now watch what happens. Let's see. We got it. We got a success, it looks like. Oh, here it goes. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I'm going to hold it up to the main camera so you can see. It's a bubbling. But instead of a lot of little bubbles, it's making one giant bubble. Woo! And then it popped. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's try that one again. Let's try that one again. I'm going to add some more dry ice. You guys were right. It did make a bubble. It did make a bubble. I love it. I love it. All right. Here we go. Got it. Because we're rubbing the bubble solution over the entire top of the bowl, it's creating one big bubble. If we just poured the soap in there, it would make a lot of little bubbles like we did in the beginning. And so now it's really going strong and making one big bubble. But what happens is, as the dry ice melts and it runs out of steam, not steam, runs out of gas, it can't sustain the bubble and it pops. And the gas is released out onto the table like you just saw. Awesome sauce. I love it. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys every morning joining us for morning meeting, keeping things going strong. We're going to finish this school year stronger than ever. We're going to come through this together. Can't wait to see you all again. Thank you again, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Remember, no school Monday, but I'll see you on Tuesday.